Hey guys, just one more video on the drain of Lake Monticello. This stuff here is kind of some uncut footage that we had whenever we were doing that series. And anyway, like I said, it's a lot of stuff that has been seen before in some of the videos. Some of it hasn't been seen, but I didn't really want to throw it away without, posting it somewhere. So it's a lot of random stuff that we looked at. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video. It's kind of long, but like I say, it's pretty interesting. And like I say, some of that stuff we hadn't shown before, some of it we have. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy the video, and thank y'all for watching. Catch y'all next time. Pretty sad situation. Just walking the old bank line, Lake Monticello. It's on the full drain. Pretty sad deal. For a second. At one time, this thing was, in my mind, I kind of considered it a smaller lake fort. It's made for big bass fishing. For years and years, we had people coming here from all over the country to fish this thing. And it has fallen off a little bit the last few years, but still was not bad. Still catching quite a few large ones, not quite as many double digits as we were, but still not a bad lake. So it's really sad to see this thing in the situation it's in. Thought you guys might want to take a gander at it. We'll keep doing some updates. We're gonna go to some different locations. We'll take a few still shots and that kind of thing.
What a wasteland.
Looks like a wasteland, that's right, son. Had many good days out here. Really sad. She's going down, and she's going down fast. Such a waste. I think James nailed it. James called it a wasteland. He said it looked like something off of one of the Fallout games. I'm not familiar with Fallout games, but I can understand what he's talking about. There aren't any boats on the lake today. Looks like it's gotten shallow enough to where everybody's scared to put the boats in. It's probably a good thing. Where I'm standing's been underwater for a long time. I think we have found the location of the missing, stolen porta-john. Looks like, smells like porta-john as well. I guess that's why you just can't have nice things. Pretty rough looking. I hate it. Pretty sickening. Keeps on falling. We'll keep you updated. We'll try to do this maybe once a week till we can't get close enough to do it. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching my video. If you like it, please like and subscribe. Share the content. Tell everybody you see. It's a pretty sad deal. Most of my videos are pretty lighthearted and doing a lot of fishing and talking about different products, different things, but not much fun here. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. You see, it's Lake Monticello, or at least what's left of it. It's a pretty bad situation. They're draining the lake. Of course, everybody remembers in its heyday, everybody from all over the country was coming here to catch big bass. Guess those days are over. We'll keep you guys informed. We'll probably shoot one of these about once a week as it goes down, or at least until it gets so low we can't get to it. Right now, I think everybody's giving up on putting boats in. It looks like the water's at the end of the boat ramp. If there was a way to put a boat in, it's probably on this ramp. The ramp over on Old 30, the ramp over on Old 13 is dry, so no way to get in and out of there. Anyway, like I say, I appreciate you guys watching my video. Just stay tuned. We got more video and pictures. It's coming on down. A lot of dry ground. Just some of the sights and sounds of draining lake. You see all kinds of stuff out here. Got a pretty good stench to it. Hadn't really seen any fish or anything. I guess most of them are still swimming out there. I guess they've come down with the water, I guess. We hadn't seen any more. You can see we got people walking around in here. Now we know where that lost bumper is. Definitely not getting any prettier, that's for sure. Pretty much that creek's dry except for the channel. Got one of those channels probably maybe a boat width wide. That's about it. Still a nice current coming down. Lots of acres of dry ground, that's for sure. I'm anxious to see what the plan is for going forward. It's pretty irritating whenever it was announced this is what they were going to do. Now I'm just tired of being mad. I want to find out more about what's going to happen. Sometimes you just gotta go on with it, I guess. Maybe we can get an interview with the game and fish biologist before too long and find out exactly what the plan is. There's that spare rim I'm looking for. James, throw it on your back. Let's go.
Okay. I'll take it with my golf ball.
Okay. Well, we're back again, Lake Monticello. like I said last time, what's left of it. It's coming on down. It's like the old boat ramp is just about useless. We saw a couple of guys putting in yesterday, and looked like it was an act of Congress to get in and out. Last few days we've been seeing some of that. As you can see from looking at the ramp, it's going to be a pretty good task to put a boat in of any size. There are a few John boats still being put in, but you can see, just for reference, if you watched our last video, and there'll be a link in the description, you can see the John over there, the Porta John. You can see it was on the edge of the water whenever we shot the video about 8 or 10 days ago, and you can see how far it's gone now. I'm sure we're going to see stuff here we've never seen before, not since it was impounded. This thing was impounded back in, I think, about the mid-90s, something like that. So we're definitely going to see some stuff we hadn't seen since then. It's coming on down. Most of your creeks are coming down, and before you know it, it's just going to be the main body of the lake. It's going to be pretty small. I think this thing's like 18 or 1900 acres whenever it's full, but definitely quite a bit less than that right now. We're just going to go around and take a look at some different areas. We're going to go down to, I guess down here to my left, we're at the Hungry Run boat ramp. We're going to go down here to the other side of the swimming beach and walk around a little bit and check some of that out. And just kind of show you guys what's going on. And yeah, I think we'll go over to the other boat ramp and do a little walking. Maybe walk the road beds and that stuff. But anyway. We're just walking the lake bed here. All this we're walking in, always underwater whenever the lake's up. You can see it's pretty good ways out there to the water. It's amazing the stuff that you see. Buckets with concrete in them and hayrite blocks and all that kind of stuff people sink their brush piles with. Most of the brush is gone, seems like. See a lot of shell beds. Be things to remember. Old lake's got quite a stench when you get up there close to the water. Lake bed here. Sure is falling. It's falling fast. See people driving out there on that point. It's pretty wild. It indeed does look like a wasteland, that's for sure. This is one of the major creeks in Monticello. Just an interesting tidbit. You see all that dry ground back there. My video I shot back in March. I think it was March or April, I don't know. I'll drop a link in the description below. That's where I caught that big fish back there. And it's kind of odd now how far it is to the water back there. Pretty sickening to see that. Little lake bed there. The creek channel's down. I'm having water in As you can see, this boat ramp's pretty well useless. It was that way last week whenever we shot the last video. We're just gonna take a stroll down the old road bed here. Definitely going down. I think we could drive a truck out here, but I'm not gonna do it. Not yet, anyway. You can see all of this is underwater, usually. Just taking a stroll this afternoon. See what all we can see. It's amazing. I know I've run down this road bed a bunch of times. In the boat, obviously. It's pretty wild, this whole creek's dry. There was a little bit of water in it last week, but the water's definitely receded quite a bit since then. You can see it out there. It's headed out towards the main lake. What you got there, buddy? What'd you find?
Got my new shades.
Got some shades? What are those, coasters or what?
Oh yeah, they're this nice new brand called Mud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, how much that set you back?
About a mile.
This is always usually about 8 foot deep where we're standing right now. It's just a flat. No road bed is back here behind me. You see it kind of back there. We've been walking down the road bed. Of course, you can see people have been driving out here. It's just ridiculous. It's crazy. Still quite a ways over to the water. You see what we've been catching those fish out of for years. All that standing timber. Look back up there, you can see the truck and the bathroom and park and everything up there. You can see we're back here in the back of a creek. You can still see some of the water out there in the creek channel, but it's going down pretty fast, obviously. I don't think we're going to go any farther, it's kind of muddy. I'm sure in a week's time it's going to be a lot less than this. It's just falling like a rock. You see all this flat out here. It's probably, I don't know, it's on a little bit of a grade here, so it's probably normally 9 or 10 feet here. Something like that. I wonder how many bass that thing had on it when the water was up. I didn't even know it was out here. That's crazy. It's crazy looking at some of this stuff. You know, you have a lot of memories when you fish this lake as much as I have. And, you know, I caught a couple of double digits out here when it was in its heyday. It's kind of crazy. This little group of trees right here is where one of them came from. It's been a long time ago. Oh, look at there. That's interesting. Anybody need a unico? Got a nice fishy looking stuff. It's certainly amazing looking. Now you see all these little stumps out here, like this big one here. You kick it, feels like it's about as solid as the day that it was cut. It's crazy that water preserves it. Man, that makes it tough on shooting video right there. No driving on a lake bed. They got a whopping fine of $25. It's not really the $25. I just don't have a four-wheeler. If I did, I think I could probably muster up to $25 to shoot video. With the no vehicle law, we are hiking in. We got to hike over a mile. Get back here. We saw some fish surfacing yesterday. We really wanted to save those fish and put them in some ponds around town. We don't have a pond, but we got several we like to fish in, and we just like I said, we can't tow them this far, so I hate to catch them and throw them back, but at this point it's about the only way we can do it. If we could drive out here or get an ATV, and we can put an ice chest in the back of it, the aerator, and be able to save some. But I think Operation Save a Bass is not going to work this year. I guess we're just gonna die with the white bass. We got a pretty long hike. We got old Jamaroo carrying the camera, and my baits. We're going down here and see if we can't catch a fish. Y'all stay tuned. We got old James packed down with the camera and tackle bag, and we're still walking. It's like, are we ever gonna get there? I'm glad this old road bed's still hard. Makes it pretty easy walking. I think it's about a mile back in here. We're in such good physical condition, it makes it really easy. Ha ha. It's actually a pretty good place to walk. We walk out here in the afternoons. Pretty cool. Well, that is not what we were shooting for. We walked about a mile, got back there, the fish started blowing up just a little bit, and I tried to get a little too close to the water, buried up to my knee, lost a shoe. I had to crawl back out there and dig not only my shoe out, but James's shoe out. That was definitely not what we were shooting for. This probably ain't gonna make a Monticello video. It's probably gonna make a blooper video. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching my video. If you will, like and subscribe. I don't know if I want you sharing this mess or not. Anyway, we'll catch y'all next time. Thanks for watching. No driving on the lake bed. $25. Think you can muster $25?
Maybe. If I pull all my money together.
Yeah. I wonder if you could get like a week pass. You know, just give them $100 for all week, or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
As y'all can see, it's still going down. It ain't getting no better, that's for sure. I don't know, it kind of looks like something out of Jurassic Park, doesn't it? Look here. Somebody lost their trolling motor. Like a motor guide. Let's see if we can't walk over and take a look at it. Oh yeah, that's nice. Mounted on the Vexus. Just walking up the road bed. Like I said, we've been out here walking quite a bit. Pretty hard. Not hard walking at all. We are going to keep shooting a few videos here and there. Probably going to slow down on them just a little bit. But we're going to walk over here. A lot of it kind of looks the same as it has last video or so. But whenever we get through walking over here, we're going to go shoot some shots at the 35 boat ramp, as well as over around the Plantersville Road area. So y'all stay tuned. Well, we are at the Highway 35 Hungry Run boat ramp. I hate to keep shooting some of the same stuff. It just changes so much so fast. You know, just a week ago there was water out here. And, there's that peninsula out there. You can see the higher ground there. But here's the end of the boat ramp. Right here. It looks like old James has done got stuck in the mud. Do you need help?
Yes.
Okay. I'm standing over here on the old bank line right here, right beside the Hungry Run boat ramp out off 35. You can see the water still falling. It's falling really fast. back in the back of this creek right here, which would be your first creek to the left of the boat ramp. Pretty popular place to fish. You can see not very far back there, it's pretty dry, so you can kind of tell what's going on week to week. Anyway, hope you guys are enjoying the videos I've been putting out. If you do, please like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. I've got a couple more videos pertaining to the draining of Lake Monticello. Also got some fishing videos from out here, so take a look at them. Hey guys, well, it is September the 9th, 2019. Just an update on the Lake Monticello draining. So you can see, I know we keep coming back to the same vantage point, but it's just something to kind of where you can tell what the change is from the every week to 10 days that we do this. So anyway, obviously it's getting a lot farther from the boat ramp, and it's getting to be a lot less water in the lake. We have quite a few people on the lake just walking around, and kind of looks like The Walking Dead at times. So you can see it's dry even up around the levee and all that stuff. It's sure is getting there. It's coming on down. Definitely a sad situation. You can see just a different vantage point. We're over here near the Highway 35 ramp. You can see it in the background there. We walked out on the peninsula here just to kind of get a different view. You see back in that first creek to your left from the boat ramp there, it's not near as much water as it was even a week or 10 days ago when we shot the last video. It's usually a pretty popular place to fish. We're going to move around a little bit today, and so we're going to go over to the little ramp over on Windy Hills, and we're also going to do a little traveling over to the Plantersville Road area. Go out there and kind of get some different shots of what we've got in some of the other videos. I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you like it, please like and subscribe. We'll try to keep updating. I don't know how many more we're going to do on this, but we'll be doing a few till we just run out of something to talk about, I guess. And we've gotten over to the Plantersville area, and this is the old Plantersville Road that runs in here. Never realized it had quite the hole here. You can see the lake's just a different angle. It's really low, for sure. You can see the old Plantersville Road running into the lake here. Got the road bed there. Still got a little water there. See the trees along the side of it. And I absolutely see why we caught a few fish down through here, that's for sure. This lake's falling so fast it sure gets soggy whenever you get up there close to the water's edge. We've already been bogged up a couple of times. You see there's still water going back in that creek, but it's really getting shallow. Mostly just the creek channel now. I mean, it's falling like a rock. I'm definitely going to want to remember where this stuff is. That looks like a bass holder right there. No question. What in the world is this stuff? I don't know what this is. The junk you find when the lake goes down. There's no telling what you might find out here, for sure. There's one of the old ponds, several ponds. It's on the lake bed here. I can remember when the lake was first impounded, man, we whacked them over here. A lot of grass, that kind of thing over here. Really held the fish, that's for sure. Really starting to see what it looks like. It's crazy. I'm standing here on an old bank line over here. As you can see across the way there, it's Highway 35 ramp. It's the big ramp. I'm panning across here, and I'm not sure if you can see the box over there or not, the drain box. Just kind of some different angles. Some of this stuff we've seen in this video and some before, but just kind of a different angle. The lake's definitely getting a lot smaller. I think we said the last video, this thing's full pool, it's like 1,800 acres. It's not near about that now, that's for sure. Getting really low. Go back in here to this. A little bit better angle on this first pocket here. If you're over there at the other ramp, this would be the first pocket on the left. I think it was mentioned a little earlier in the video, but it's just another angle for it there. But you can see there's not much water there. You know, my first 10-pounder I ever caught, I caught it right here. It's been really hot today. You can see the clouds coming in. I don't know if we're going to get any rain or not, but it's really kind of darkened things up. It's not near as late as it looks like it is. It's getting there. I would think the next video will be vastly different. It's falling pretty fast. Well, it is. Well, it is September the 16th, 2019. Just another update on the draining Lake Monticello. Y'all can see we're starting here where we usually start, but up here at the 35 boat ramp, the big ramp. We usually start here just to kind of get a perspective on how much it's changed and that type thing. So, I'm seeing several of these depressions around a lot of these shallow flats. I'm guessing that those are some type of bed of some kind, so I can think. So they're just kind of scattered out. That's one of the bigger ones there. There's a smaller one right here, it's hard to see. Just several of them around here on this little flat, so that's what I'm thinking they are. I don't know whether they're bass beds or just what they are. That's what it appears to be. It is October the 2nd, 2019. As you can see, we're still at the Highway 35 boat ramp. We usually start over here just to kind of give some perspective of what's going on with the lake as far as drop and that kind of thing. As you can see, it's not much more than a big pond right now. We're going to shoot a little bit of video from the levee here in a little while. And did speak with the city today, and we will go over some of the things I learned from speaking with the city. So anyway, you guys stay tuned and check it out. It is October the 3rd, 2019. We are back at Lake Monticello for another update on the draining of Lake Monticello. As you can tell by looking, it's not much more than a big pond now. Pretty much all of the water is out of the creeks. You can see back in there, just right about the mouth of the creeks there's got a little water in them, but probably not very deep at all. From what we understand, we've done a little research since our last video, and from what we understand, they think that the lake, without any major rainfall, it should be pretty much as low as it's going to get by the end of October. We are definitely going to have a long road back for sure. Just wanted to come up and take some shots off the levee here. We'll probably take another shot over around the boat ramp area. And then when we get back to the office, we will talk about a few of the things I've learned the last 2 or 3 days. So got some pretty interesting things. So anyway, y'all stay tuned. Thanks for watching. You can see we got quite a current coming out of that pipe, running right out of Lake Monticello and into Hungry Run Creek. Go check out my video, Gulledge Fishing Adventures. Should have a new one up just any time. Been keeping an update on all the lake happenings. Go check it out. It is November 1st, 2019. We're over here at the Highway 35 boat ramp at Lake Monticello. This should be the last draining of Lake Monticello video that we have, unless we have new information coming in. As you can see, the biggest part of the screen should have water in it, but it does not. The lake does appear to be as low as it's going to get. We're going to walk around and check out the sights and sounds. Y'all go with us. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. As you can see, we've got down here a little bit closer. You can see there's just not a whole lot of water left. This is all of it right here. I think the goal of the city was to get the water down by the end of October to the pool they were wanting to keep it at. It's just so low that you can get it. And there's a big hole out here. And looks like that made it. I don't believe there's any more draining out of here. Doesn't look like it's dropped in the last few days. You can see a few fish swimming around. You see a lot of grass carp, a few bass, a few fish I really can't tell. There are some dead fish floating here and there. There are some on the banks. It's washed up on the banks. Anyway, it's just a pretty sad deal. It's from what I understand, they're not going to do the roting on the fish kill till next summer. They're going to start doing some of the work on the lake as far as the spawning areas, timber cutting, and some of that kind of thing. I think they're going to do it next summer, as well as working on the levee. So we got a long road back, and it'll be many years before this thing's good again. Sure has been fun. We're going to do some walking around and look at different parts of the lake. We'll have some still shots to end and all that kind of thing. So anyway, y'all stay tuned and we'll keep you updated. As you can imagine, all these dead fish around here, it's got a nice aroma. Bank's pretty well lined with them. You can still see some pretty nice bass swimming around out here. You can't see them with the camera, I'm sure, but my coasters, I can see them pretty well. Like some, it's, I don't know, 5 or 6 pounds anyway. You see schools of bass swimming around. This lake was, when it's full pool, it's like 1,800 acres. Now I would say, and I hate to guess, but it's just a few acres now. You see a lot of grass carp swimming around. But anyway, like I say, it's just a mess. I have heard there's some fish being caught out here. You know, if you're man enough to get a boat down here, you can't drive on the lake bed. They'll give you a ticket. We saw in one of the last videos. But if you're inventive enough to get your boat down here without killing yourself, I think there are a few bass to be caught. I mean, there was a 11+ pounder caught out here 2 weeks ago, and it's very tempting, for sure. Just got another vantage point here. We're standing over here by the Plantersville area. This is that first creek. You come out of 35 ramp to your left, where I caught the big fish on video earlier this year. It's that first creek right here. Just panning across here. You can see the 35 boat ramp over there. Just a different angle. Some of the things we shot was a different angle. Hadn't shot over here in a while. You can start seeing that's pretty much the lake right there. That's what's left. You saw some different shots in the earlier parts of the video, but just thought we'd get some different angles. Pretty much everything you see here is normally covered by water. We're standing just inside the lake here. There's the bank line right there. Well, as you can see, we're at the Windy Hills boat ramp now. Not a whole lot has changed over here. Of course, I believe that boat at your own risk. I believe it's going to be a pretty big risk. As you can see, I think the last time we shot over here, it was pretty dry. It still is. You can see a lot of grass and that kind of thing has grown. Of course, there's the old no driving on the lake bed sign. They will fine you $25. So you better not do that unless you know, at the end of the day, $25 is $25, you know. So you see it. Old grass has grown up. I think the growing season's about over. It's frosted the last couple of nights, so it's probably about what you're going to have here for the foreseeable future. We are still in the Windy Hills area, just walking down the road bed, looking at some of the sights and sounds here. You know, hadn't changed a whole lot in this area the last several videos. See all the standing timber. It's also got a little bit of grass growing here. That's one of the few things that's changed. Seems like we've got a pretty good cover crop here. Rained a few days ago, so it's a little muddier than it has been. It was bone dry, but there are some puddles and that kind of thing, but nothing to really speak of. What I understand, it's gonna be next summer before we get started working on any of this stuff, but they've got several things planned depending on funding. They've got some improvement of the spawning grounds. They'll probably put some gravel down in some of the shallows, that kind of thing. They're gonna cut some boating lanes. They're gonna roping on to kill the fish over there in the existing water. They still got a pretty good pool of water over there, a few acres. You saw earlier in the video. I'm sure you saw those big old grass carp swimming around, so they're gonna try to take care of that. Anyway, this is probably gonna be the last one of these draining Lake Monticello videos, unless something earth-shattering comes out to talk about. They come out with a plan or something like that, we'll probably put something out. But I think from now on, whenever we shoot these videos, it's gonna be like a rebuilding of Lake Monticello or something to that effect. I'm sure whenever that starts, we'll be out here in the middle of it. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. We're shooting this over here off the fishing pier at Windy Hills. You can see it's pretty dry out here. It's amazing to me, some of the things I've noticed just by walking all over the lake. You know, you see things that are really preserved well. They've been underwater for, you know, 20 plus years, and you can still see the tracks and that kind of thing from people's, I guess whenever they were deer hunting, that kind of thing. You can still see their little roads that they made to get into their stands, and you see little drains and all that kind of stuff. So it's amazing to me how it's been preserved this long. I mean, I knew I was seeing it on my graph, on my side image, and I could see the skidder tracks from when they first impounded this thing, but when you really see it in person, I guess it's a little bit different. Anyway, so you can see it's just kind of a wasteland looking place. You barely see in the background the lake over there, what little bit of lake's left. Pretty wild. Seems like such a waste. Okay, if you guys watched it all, you're still here, hit that comment button down there. Comment and say I watched it all. I don't know whether to give you a gold medal or a purple heart for watching all this stuff, but anyway, thank y'all for watching. Catch y'all next time.